It's been a day full of twists and turns, but the American people can breathe a sigh of relief. There will be no government shutdown.
A government shutdown averted after Congress agreed on a 45-day temporary spending plan.
Here to break it all down is WGN political analyst Paul Lisnek. Thanks for being here,
You got
Paul.
it. Give me a preview of the glasses for the show at 9.
Love it, love
It's
it.
a smart look, Professor.
So tell us how this all happened and what comes next, because this is just a temporary solution.
It is a 45-day solution. One would think they will kind of get it together in the next 45 days, but we'll see. But essentially what happened is the pressure was on Kevin McCarthy, who knew that if he put anything that included Ukraine funding, it was not going to get past the Republicans. He took that out. Democrats swallowed that bitter pill, if you will, and essentially went for it, all but one in the House. And in the Senate, it got through. So what you're hearing are mixed messages from Democrats saying, like, hey, Democrats have kept your government open, but at the same time, you know, this is problematic. It looks like a win for Putin.
So what happens here from here on out? Because Kevin McCarthy worked around that far right flank of his own party in order to get the Democrats on board with this. It does not include funding for Ukraine. It includes all of the spending that we have had up until now. But now we're going to be right back in the same place that we were 44 days from now.
Well, they could have 44 days ago started this process, right?
True,
Waited
yes,
till the
and
end.
that's always the
But
case.
Yeah, it's always the 11th hour, and we'll find out. But one of the issues I think that you have going forward is it keeps things open. Today it would have been disruptive, not just the closing of the parks and the people at TSA and all that stuff that's impacted by this, but in addition, it's a loss of money for the government. So it's the Band-Aid for right now. On the other hand, Kevin McCarthy did work with Democrats. That will cost him because Matt Gaetz has continued to pledge that he will now this week put in a motion for having him removed from the chair. The thing is, I don't know that there's any more than 18, 20 votes to take him out, and who they replacing him with, right? So they'll go through the motions, they'll do it, or so Matt Gaetz says. But in the end, Kevin McCarthy remains Speaker.
Worth noting, the lone Democrat no vote on this in the House was Mike Quigley.
Yeah, Illinois Democrat. The good news is that Mike Quigley, who has immediately flown in from Washington, will be on my show this morning at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to ask him about why he was a lone no vote and what he thought about that. So we're going to get his answer on that. Certainly.
But definitely on the Ukraine issue.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's his. He issued a statement that said he's the one that said this is a win for Putin. I kind of wonder whether if his vote had been needed to keep the government open, might he have changed his mind? We'll ask him.
What are voters to make of these almost artificial crises that pop up either on the debt ceiling limit and on the budget? Because we keep on having these crisis points over and over again, and it becomes basically just background noise for a lot of people because they don't understand the complexity of getting a federal budget together.
Well, you know, Sean, when you say they're artificial, and I understand what you mean about it. At the same time, there are real deadlines, right? So that the money ran out last night at midnight. So that makes it, that's the real part.
Artificial in the fact that we know when the deadline is and they go right up into that point.
And that's exactly the point. That's the politics of it all, right? And that's everybody play. Remember, the Democrats looked and said, but wait a minute, there was a deal between Kevin McCarthy and President Biden. We shouldn't have been in this situation. But Kevin McCarthy, fearful, truthfully, of the right flank of his party, backs off from that, tried to work something else out. Kevin McCarthy is just trying to juggle an awful lot of balls in the air, and keeping the Freedom Caucus members, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, the Matt Gaetzes, appeased is something that's nearly impossible to do, but it's what he's trying to do. And he's doing it in the end, not with success, because in the end, he basically said, you want to come after me? Come after me. I'm doing what I think I have to do.
So politically, who comes out losing on this battle?
Well, that's
is
part
it
of the,
McCarthy and the far-right Republicans?
The reality of it is, Gaynor, I think, first of all, Americans have short memories. So for today, there'll be some finger pointing. I'm sure Congressman Quigley will have some comments to say about whose fault it is, and he'll, I'm sure, point to the Republicans. Kevin McCarthy pointed to Biden and blamed him for it. But the point is, there's nobody to blame for anything because nothing happened. It remained open. So in our country, the way people have short memories, within a few days, we'll forget that there ever was a potential shutdown. Life will go on because there's so much stuff going on this week to turn to.
And we have a presidential election in the next year. So
well, exactly right.
Yeah, but hopefully we're not in the same place in 45 days.
I hope you're right.
44 days.
Professor Lisnek, always good to see you.
You as well. Tune in at 9 o'clock. Good. Congressman Quigley's in there. We'll look at Trump
stuff. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Exactly. We'll talk about the migrant issue. Lots of good stuff coming up at 9, and I know you will stay on and be with me.